When you first use your VPS, we will send you the details of how to access it and the password. And one of the things I suggest you do is change that password. Now, if you do change the password, bear in mind we will not know what your password is, and therefore, if you forget it, the only way to bring your VPS back to its original state is to do a complete reinstall. So if you do change the password, remember to make a note of it because we will not know what it is. In order to change password, go down to the Start menu and go to the Admin Tools. Now, what I suggest you do is the bit that you're interested in is the computer management. So if you right-click that and then send it to the desktop, you will see it pop up over here. And that makes it just a little bit easier to find. Rather than having to perform several actions, you can click on the shortcut. So I'm going to close that down, and we will click on that shortcut. And what this will do is bring up the computer management area of your server. And what you're interested in are the local users. And the user that we have set up by default is called administrator. Now, you can set up other users if you wish to log in without using the username administrator, but we're going to keep things simple at the moment, and we're just going to reset the password for administrator. So if I right click here, then you can see it says set password, and then it gives you a warning basically saying, look, if you forget your password, you're stuffed. So bear in mind that, but we will proceed on that basis that we fully understand that warning. And then we just type in the password that we require. Then it asks us to confirm what that password is. We will OK that, and the password has been set. So that's how to change your access password to your VPS. So another thing that you may want to examine that's password related on your VPS is the password policy. And basically it will automatically ask you for a new password every X number of days, and you may wish to modify that if it's annoying you by asking you for password too frequently. So to do that, go to the Start screen here, and what we'll do on the Start screen is we'll search, and we will search for security policy. And there you go, local security policy. If we click on that, it will bring up this dialog box. Let me just move that into the center of the screen for you here. And what you need to do is look up your password policy. So this will indicate basically how often passwords are asked for, all of these sort of things. So if we go into there and double click that, you can see it says password policy. And you can see in here enforced password history, maximum password age, minimum password age, etc., etc., etc. So you can actually modify that. You can actually go in there and say password will not expire after X number of days, or you can say password will be changed immediately after X number of days. And you can see that there are policies here regarding how often the password gets updated and reminded. You can also put out here the number of lockout thresholds on individual accounts and so on and so forth. So all of these options are available from within here. If you do the maximum password age, you can see here, if you actually set that to 0, then that will actually mean that that's effectively disabled. But if you actually want to go in here, you can actually put in here 30 days, and you can see it changes to password will expire in 30 days, or 180 days would be 6 months, 360 days would roughly be a year, 7 days would be a week, obviously. But if you actually put it to 0, the password will never expire. You can use the same password every time. But anyway, there's a useful thing for you to know about how to manage passwords and their expiry on your VPS.